Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Brittany, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Today we're going to dive in to some of the most infamous haunted diamonds in the world. First, we have the Hope Diamond. This is probably one of the most infamous diamonds. It's over 350 years old. It's been stolen and recut, and it's said to have contributed to the death and downfall of its owners. The Hope Diamond was discovered in India in 1673. It was originally a 115 carat blue diamond. Its owners would include King Louis XIV and Mary Antoinette, both of whose stories didn't end well. In 1839, the stone would be purchased by Henry Diamond Hope, for which it was named. When he ended up dying, his family sold it off to pay off his gambling debts, and jeweler Wilhelm Falls acquired the diamond. Soon after he got the diamond, his son killed him and then took the diamond, and then later took his life. Even with this eerie history of the diamond, young heiress Evelyn Walsh McLean still wanted to purchase this diamond. After she purchased it, she faced unimaginable loss, including the death of her children, her son at 9 and her daughter at 25. After her husband had left her, he went mad and died as well. So Walsh McLean's heirs had sold the stone to Harry Winston, who went and toured with the diamond, and after he was done touring, he decided to get rid of it, and he donated it to the Smithsonian. He famously mailed this diamond, which was priceless. Like, this was an extremely expensive gem, and he donated it for I know donate means like you give, but to take something so expensive and essentially sell it for only $2.44 postage, kind of just seems like he wanted it off his hands. Next, we had the Sancy diamond. The gruesome history dates back to the 16th century. 3 of its royal owners, Burgundy's Charles the Bold, English Charles I, and France's Louis XIV, faced horrible deaths after they took possession of the stone. Over the centuries, the stone would be pawned to finance wars, stolen, and would go missing for decades. In the early 16th century, the diamond would earn its name from its owner, Nicholas de Harley, Seigneur de Sancy, who served as King Henry's finance minister. When Sancy's loyal servant was delivering the diamond to the next owner, King James I, he was attacked by robbers. And rather than forfeit the treasure, he actually swallowed it. He was killed anyways, and then the diamond was later removed from his corpse. Now, King James I needed money, so then he sold it to the French royal family. And during the French Revolution, the diamond was stolen. It then reappeared in the hands of a Russian prince. Then it changed hands several more times, and in 1906, it was acquired by William Waldorf Astor as a wedding gift for Lady Astor, who would wear it on a tiara. In 1978, the Astor family sold the diamond to the Louvre for $1 million, where it remains. Next, we have the Black Orlov. The Black Orlov was a cursed diamond from the very beginning. This original 195 carat black diamond was once the eye of a 19th century Hindu statue of Brahma, and the monk who stole the stone from the statue was killed. I feel like that's just not something you want to mess with. Like, it's this, religious statue. It's supposed to honor a god, and they take it. A monk takes it. So its whereabouts kind of disappeared for decades. Nobody knew where it was until jewelry dealer J.W. Paris purchased the diamond in 1932. Business failed, and he ended up taking his life by leaping from a New York high-rise. Then, 2 Russian royals who had owned the diamond ended up separately jumping to their death. Charles F. Wilson ended up with the Black Orlov in 1950, and he cut it down to 67.5 carats. Now, the last public sighting of the Black Orlov was at Christie's auction in 2006. That brings us to the Koh-i-Noor. So Persian commander Nadir Shah, I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. He had worn the cursed diamond in his armband. And a century later, when the British had took control of India's trading posts, the stone was supposedly given to Queen Victoria. It's been debated whether the stone was actually a gift or if it was taken from the country. Anyways, in 1911, she had it set in the imperial crown. So this became the legend that the stone would only be fatal to men, and women could wear it. So that being said, it has only been reserved for female royals. A Hindu text about the diamond from 1306 reads, "Only God or a woman can wear it with impunity." This leads us to the Regent diamond. In the 18th century, an Indian slave would discover the stone and would carry it away with a self-inflicted leg wound. The English commodore, who had promised to help him smuggle the cursed diamonds out of India, instead would end up murdering him and taking the stone. French regent Philip II of Orleans, who the stone is named after, acquired the 140.6 carat cursed diamond. And like many important jewels of this time, it did disappear during the French Revolution. On Napoleon I's sword, however, the curse followed the emperor after he lost the Battle of Waterloo. He was exiled and isolated on a tiny island in South Atlantic, where he died at the age of 51. This leads us to our last cursed gem. The Moon of Baroda was originally discovered about 500 years ago in India's Golconda region. This gorgeous yellow diamond was shaped into a 24.4 carat pear-shaped stone. And for centuries, it was held by the Gakwads of Baroda, which was a royal Indian dynasty who had ruled much of the western country for around 200 years. In the mid-1700s, it was briefly owned by the Empress Marie Theresa of Austria, which was the mother of Marie Antoinette. After her death, it was returned to the Gakwad family. And some believe that her demise was because of the cursed diamond crossing the sea. In 1953, the Moon of Baroda was purchased by Meyer Rosenbaum of Meyer Jewelry Company in Detroit. So he had placed the gem on a leather cord and had offered it to Marilyn Monroe to wear in the famous 1953 movie, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Marilyn Monroe made this diamond famous. But that same year, her career and her life would take a very quick downward spiral. I have a whole video about Marilyn Monroe and the conspiracy around her if you guys want to go check that out. But the Moon of Baroda was recorded in auction sales in 1990 and 2018. Its owners chose to remain anonymous, so we don't really know what the fate is anymore. Let me know if there's any of these gems that you want me to do a deep dive on, or any other stones or haunted artifacts that you want me to check out for another video. In the meantime, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I love you guys. Bye.